What's up, everybody on YouTube? As you can see, I'm on my porch right now, and for me that's kind of weird just because usually I don't do unboxings on porches, but today I just got in a box. As you see, it's from Amazon, and I'm going to open it for you so you can see what's inside of it. So here we go. And what do we have here? The new BoomCo Farshot. What's that? But this is the smallest blaster in the, well, at least the one that they've brought out so far, in the BoomCo line. Now, if you're wondering what the heck is BoomCo, BoomCo is basically Mattel's version of Nerf. I don't know if you can see that down there, the Mattel logo right there. But Mattel has finally come into the game and trying to take away some of that, the stronghold that Nerf has on the foam shooting community. So this is their smallest version, Farshot, as you can see. It shoots 70 feet, and it comes with 3 smart stick darts. So this is another one of their claim to fame for the BoomCo line, is that the smart stick darts only stick to the BoomCo targets and the BoomCo shield, as you can see on the back there. So, I'll just get right into the opening like that. There's the blaster. Got a target and instructions, and the darts themselves, which come in this plastic. So it's just kind of weird. Okay, so now that I finally got the thing out of the box, I can now give my opinion on it. So how you prime the blaster is you pull back this gray slide right here, and this extends this blue arm here, and then now your blaster is ready for firing. The ammo this fires has got like a straw type body. I'm pretty sure everybody said this, but I'm going to say it again because it is true. With this soft rubber tip that is their smart stick technology and will only stick to BoomCo targets like so. Now if you shoot this thing at the target at point blank range, it is actually pretty hard to get off, and I'm sometimes worried about ripping the tip off of my dart is because it sticks on there so well. These tips do get dirty on these things, so if they do get dirty, they will lose their stickiness, but you can solve that problem pretty quickly by just running it under some warm water and then drying it with a towel. These targets have a backing that can be peeled off and then stuck anywhere, to yourself, to the wall, to your friend, to whatever, and then you can stick the BoomCo darts onto them when you fire them from the blaster. So the blaster itself has this foldable shield that can be tipped up like this, and then when you're in the heat of a battle and everything and darts are flying at you from all sides, you can lock the darts with a target and then use them for yourself and then shoot them back at your opponent. And then the shield can be also tilted back 90 degrees and then folded up into its very slim profile. And actually, when my friend first saw this, he didn't even know that there was a shield on it, is because this thing has such a nice streamlined look to it, it's really hard to detect there's even a shield on this blaster. Other things to notice is it's got BoomCo's tactical rail up here, which is also compatible with Nerf accessories. This isn't an actual accessory, this is a taken apart accessory that I'm painting at the current moment. But it does go on there, so you can use the Nerf sights or other accessories. And you can also use the BoomCo accessories, which, as far as I know at the moment, are only this shield and other types of shields. The ergonomics on this thing aren't incredible, but you gotta remember this is a small blaster, supposed to be a small form factor, so you can fit in your pocket, and it actually fits in my pocket rather nicely like that. So my pocket makes a pretty good holster for it, just the way it is. The handle is very small, and I can barely fit my 2 fingers on it. Just barely. I mean, even that, it's a little bit pushing it, but my pinky has to hang off like this. Now, with that said, it's not entirely that bad. I mean, I could actually run around with this and use it in some type of war. It's really not that bad, actually. You kind of get used to it, and it's really not terrible or anything like that. The trigger has a very smooth pull. It's a nice pull when you fire this thing. It's pretty satisfying. There's nothing to complain about there. The overall solidity of the gun feels just like any other Nerf gun. It's actually I feel it seems to be less creaky than a Nerf gun. If you notice in Nerf guns, if you twist the shells, they'll kind of creak. This one doesn't seem to do that really, which is kind of interesting, and I really like that. The handle also doubles as a 2 dart storage compartment that'll store your darts, and you can take them out and load them into the barrel like this. It clips them in there pretty nicely so that they're not going to come out. Same thing with the barrel. Doesn't really appear like it's going to come out at all if I shake this a lot, so that's a good thing. Well, another thing to note is that when this blaster is primed, it cannot be fired unless you load a dart into the barrel and then fire it. So that's probably a lock that modifiers will remove almost immediately. I know I'm going to do that as soon as I get into here. This shield can be removed as part of their tactical rail system on the bottom, and so then you can also put it up here if you want to. Even though it doesn't look that great right there, and it's not too incredibly useful, but you can also do that if you want to. When you take the shield off, this is what the blaster looks like in the stripped down version. As you can see, this slide even comes all the way up to the tip here, I guess to keep the stability in the whole thing and keep it on track to make sure it's going in the right direction. Yeah, but again, one thing that's really bothering me is you can't pull the trigger and deprime this blaster without a dart in the barrel. It's very annoying, and it's actually, if you run out of darts, you're stuck. You can't deprime your blaster, and so the time you actually find another dart again, your blaster might be dead because the spring is shot on it. So now let's compare this to the Fire Strike, shall we? Okay, so here we got is the Fire Strike, a Nerf Elite blaster that is very similar to this one. So as you can see, they're about the same size. This one being a little bit smaller because it has dart storage in the handle and it doesn't have this light part up here in the front and 2 dart storage in the front. It also adds to the weight of this blaster as well. If I have to say which one was lighter, I don't really know. I can't really feel much of a difference just holding these. Actually, if I had to say one was heavier, it might even be the BoomCo one. But I don't know, they're really so close, I can't really tell a difference. So, what do I think of the BoomCo Farshot? Well, it's a very nice, small package blaster that shoots very interesting ammo. And it's definitely a very good entry-level gun into this brand if you just want to try it out. I mean, I picked this up for $10 on Amazon. So if you just want to try the BoomCo out, see how the darts work, and try the blasters to see how durable they are and stuff like that, then I would definitely recommend this. Now, I'll get on to the cons here of what I don't like about it. First off, I think they could have probably made this handle, even though I know it's small, I think they could have made it a little bit more comfortable. It's not that bad right now, but I think they could have made it a little more comfortable so that bigger hand people can wield this thing easier. And then of course the other complaint I have is that you can't dry fire the blaster, and then so if you're stuck in the firing position and you lost your darts, you're really stuck, is because you can't fire your blaster, and that's really going to stink. So do I think BoomCo poses a threat to Nerf? Yes, I absolutely think they do. When I fire this blaster, I actually feel like I can hit somebody from 60 feet away. I lined up 45 feet from my door in my hallway, and I could hit the door, standard size door, from 40 feet away, right in the middle where I wanted it to go. So you just have to get used to those because it does kick a little bit. I mean, it's got a spring that's being compressed and then let go suddenly. It's going to kick a little bit. You have to kind of compensate for the kicking, but otherwise you can hit a door from 45 feet away, 50 even. I've hit it from like 60. I've hit it from a door from 60 feet away, right where I wanted it to go. A Nerf dart, on the other hand, is not going to hit a door at that range. Most likely you've got about a 10% or less chance of actually hitting a door from 50 feet or 60 feet away. So that's another thing to consider. This is definitely a lot more accurate. If you're going for accuracy, this is totally the way to go. If you can modify this thing and make it shoot farther, this is totally the superior ammo, is because it doesn't have a hole in the side of the tip. Gee, I wonder why Mattel didn't do that. So I think Nerf can definitely learn a thing or two from Mattel and what to put on their blasters, because if you haven't noticed, Mattel doesn't even have an orange tip. Their darts actually fire where you want them to, and their blasters are solid. They work perfectly fine. Yeah, okay, maybe they shoot maybe 10 feet less, but it's accurate. I mean, you just can't go wrong with accuracy. I would personally take accuracy over any day over range, you know, unless range is like 10 feet or something like that. But I would totally recommend this blaster to anybody that likes Nerf or anything Nerf related, foam shooting or whatever. I guess this isn't technically foam shooting because it is like a plastic straw, but I would definitely highly recommend this. And you can go pick one up for $10 at most major retailers. I got mine from Amazon. I know Target sells them, and I believe Walmart has them. I know Toys R Us has them as well. So I think that just about concludes my review on the BoomCo Farshot. I am going to rate this a 9 out of 10 stars, just knocking off the 1 star because I think they could have done a little bit better with the handle, but that's even a minor complaint. This is a solid blaster, and I really like it, and I can't wait to see what other BoomCo stuff comes to play here. I also think that it's going to keep Nerf on their toes is because Nerf has really never had any competition, and having some competition is definitely going to bring forward some more interesting blasters and maybe some more different ammo types. Man, I really want a different ammo type from them because it's just really bothering me. This ammo is so great. I love it. Okay, enough ranting. Until next time, guys, keep nerfing.